Let me break down for you this healthcare debacle that's going on right now in the U.S. Senate and Congress. Number one, the Republicans have no plan. Number two, this is the worst messaging on healthcare I've ever seen. And what they're saying now is, well, ideologically, we don't like Obamacare, therefore we don't want to do the subsidies. Ideology was settled in November 2024. MAGA won, Trump won. We don't need ideology now, we need results. We need action. Let me give you a real story. I live in Washington, D.C. Do you know that by law, as a Washington, D.C. resident, that I have to buy my insurance through the ACA? There's no competition. I can't go outside of Obamacare because they passed a law in D.C. You have to buy it from the exchange. So I'm on Medicare. I'm good, even though that's, $700,000 a month, whatever, okay? My wife and child have to get their health care. My adult child, 21 years old, healthy male, plays baseball, relief pitcher, Maryland Terrapins, and super healthy, no pre-existing conditions. Young lady, right? They have no choice but to get their health care through the ACA. Here's what it is. The cheapest plan available, the bronze plan for two people, Ann and Joe, $1,570 a month. That's $19,000 a year to cover a 21-year-old athlete and my wife. The insurance stinks because here's what it is. You got a $15,000 deductible. So you go to hospital, you got to pay the first $15,000. I don't have $15,000 lying around. Do you? Prescription drugs. You know what the deductible is? $850 a piece. This is the cheapest plan and there's no competition because by law you can't go outside the system. So this is what people are faced with. People that live in Washington, D.C. right now understand this, right? When these subsidies go away, the cheapest plan that they can buy by law is $1,570 for a family of two. Now you start adding people on, 3, 4, 5, that starts going up. $2,000, $2,200. This is for two, right? So now when these subsidies go away, people are going to be faced with massive bills and they're going to say, let's see, pay rent, got to do that. Buy food, feed my child, got to do that. Put the heat on so we don't freeze to death in the winter, got to do that. Let's see, healthcare, can't afford it. Now people have no healthcare. You can sit here and you can fight about the subsidies and then you got to tell me there's a health savings account? Well, if you put $1,500, you can save your taxes. Well, they don't have $1,500. Otherwise, they pay for it themselves. So health savings account is not an answer when you're faced with these premiums staring you in the face. This is why the Republicans have no plan. They have no message. Here's what the message should be. We are going to extend the Obamacare subsidies for a year. In that year, we are going to work on fixing healthcare because the prices are out of control. Nobody's going to be able to afford this if we don't fix it. We're going to take a year, we're going to do it. But in the meantime, we're going to keep the subsidies because you budgeted that. And the fact that we're stripping those away is insane. And there's no alternative. Health savings accounts are not an alternative when you can't pay. Share this with your friends. Look, this is a painful message. Share this with your friends. Comment on it. Follow me at JF Radio Show.